Today we're going to be upgrading the air filters in my 981 Porsche Boxster S. In my case, I'm upgrading them to these BMC filters. These are supposed to give you about 2 to 3 crank horsepower, which you will never feel, but these will increase the induction noise, which is very intoxicating on this 3.4 liter flat 6 engine. Installation on a Boxster is actually a lot easier than on the Cayman. There are a couple of panels that you have to remove, such as this one. And again, use a trim tool, get in there, and you move left, right, and it simply comes off. Then the easiest thing to do is just to remove this rubber strip. Now there's a line here that aligns with the opener, so just make sure when you put it back in, everything aligns. But essentially just pry it open. You don't want to pull on it too hard because you don't want to stretch it unnecessarily. But this is how the pros do it. Let's set it aside. Next, you can either remove this plastic piece, but it's much easier, I found, to just remove the liner from around it. Super simple. And before you get too excited and start prying on the liner, you've got this light here that you have to pop out, and there's a connector here. You simply remove it. Let's put it in a safe place. Over there we can squeeze it. And now it's as simple as just taking this whole thing out. There's also a handle that you have to disconnect here. Easy enough to do. I'll show you exactly what I did. You just gotta know when to fold it and then where to hold it. Anyway, see, this is what I disconnected, this trunk release. I believe this is only in US cars. You just simply unplug it here and it comes right off, and this will leave in a safe place. Now that we're in here, let me take you on a little journey. The air filters are located here and then behind this ECU. You've got two. To get to them, you have to undo a couple of pieces. So 10mm deep socket works best here. This comes out. Let's clean some of this dirt. Even though no one's gonna see it, it pains me to see this area dirty. Back to scheduled programming. Now we're gonna take the same 10mm to undo these screws. And you take it out and you set it aside. You have plenty of slack. Now here on the right side, or the passenger side, you have to unclip the oil filler pipe, and it's super easy to do. You just squeeze the sides and it should pop off. There we go. So you squeeze it, these little rough areas, and it pops off. You can set it to the side. Now we take our trusted T25 and remove this screw. And now that it's been breached, what you have to do is, you see these two clips, you push them towards the inside and you pull the filter out. As you can see in my case, the air filter is brand new because the previous owner, right before he sold the car, he had the car fully serviced, including replacement of these filters. And this goes to show you that he knew what he was talking about. Brand new filters. And this is what the hole looks like. You know me, I like to get in there and clean it. So this is the new, this is the old. We have to swap them out. Unfortunately, you do have to do some finagling. It is held using these two screws. They're in there that you have to undo, T25s. Now this one does come with this gasket that we're going to install. Remove the backing. Slip it onto here, and then it's as simple as installing it. One thing to note, it is directional. So you see this flat piece here, it goes into this flat piece there. So you marry it, put the two screws back in. There you go. Nice and tight. It is ready to be installed back in the car. Installation is basically reversal of the removal. You put it in here, tighten it with your T25, reassemble the piping, put the ECU back in, and you can move over to the other side. And now the driver's side, gets replaced in a very similar fashion. Comes out. Don't forget to wipe. And in with the new. And guess what? You are for the most part done. Let's start assembling everything back together. Now the liner, make sure you plug in the opener here first, followed by snaking in the light through the hole. And then you can tuck it under this plastic. And last but not least, put the weather stripping back in. What you want to pay attention to is that the groove that goes into this metal is not this one, but actually this one, the tight one. That's the sort of C-clamp that's holding this edge together. This outer lip holds part of the trim in place. So just pay attention to it so you don't do it. But again, don't be intimidated. Once you put the C-clamp section here, it aligns with the lock. It is as simple as just following it through. And then the very last step is to install these covers. They simply 1, 2, 3, 4 clip in place. And now you are good to go. You saved yourself a ton of money. And if you go for the upgraded intakes, you will get a lot of cool intake noises. This is the best example of what you hear. Just hear it. You get that from the intake. Super cool. And she really shines when you slow down from 4th, from 6th. You hear it? And then slowing down again. With filming, hair and makeup and all that stuff, it took me about 45 minutes to complete. If you do it by yourself, it shouldn't take you more than 30 minutes if you have the right set of 3 tools, 10, T25, and a trim removal tool. You should do it in about 35 minutes. Every tool and product that I use today, I'm going to link in the video description in case you're interested in getting yourself. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. As always, I'll address every single one of them. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye.